he also did not deny the fact that there might be 2 more rate cuts this year. And I think that is where the dovishness comes in. But then he also did say that persistent inflation is still above the 2%, the Fed target rate. And he noted that the recent data that showed up on CPI also shows that there is an uptick in inflation. So with that kind of background, right after the rate cut, the market then saw that, okay, this probably could be a once rate cut, and they might not be necessarily cutting rates in the next coming months before the end of the year. Okay, so that's just for the news. Now on the technicals, um, Dixie had formed a lower cycle on my chart right here. So, this is a low cycle, this is a low cycle. Here's a wide low cycle. And whenever you get these low cycles, particularly on a weekly time frame, sometimes you would get this kind of move where, it's so oversold that it turns around. Could we grind right here for several weeks to come, like what we did between February 2025 and somewhere around April 28? Yes, very likely we could do that. We could just bounce up here, come back down, go up mid-cycle, come back down. But at least we've bounced off the low. We bounced off the low cycle, which is very important. Whenever these gets there, they turn around. So um, MACD, as we have noted, technically has also been histogram bars. I mean, has always been above also the zero line, showing that there is some strength even on the weekly chart for the dollar. So whilst we're very bearish on the dollar, indicators are suggesting that the time is not yet due for it to gash down the way we are looking for, and that's coming. We just have to be patient and wait for it. So based on the weekly setup, as I'm saying, this is a very choppy one. However, this candle that we printed is a very strong reversal candle. Does it mean that the dollar is going to the sky? I don't think so. I think this range, just as we had since April 18th range, you get all these shooting stars, shooting stars, shooting stars. I think a similar thing is going to play out here for the next probably couple of weeks, where the dollar may push up slightly, but then it might sell back into the wake of this